Left to right in white and green. Pella Christian from right to left in maroon and white.
We are underway with girls high school basketball on 92.1 KRLS. Trevor Castle, Andrew Schneider, live inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Lady Dutch win the opening tip and have Madison Negg passing it off to Reagan Van Wyk. Anna Vanderwall between the rings against this 2-3 zone defense of Pella Christian.
Honestly, we may see a lot of zone from both teams tonight, especially with their ability to score in the paint.
Here's Van Wyk, right corner three, off the mark, and then over the backboard and out of bounds to Pella Christian.
Well, I think PC, the one thing we talk about them losing offense with Emma out, but their defense has still had a lot of strong and solid output as they take it now on their half of the floor. Here's Bonnet, out to Baugh, and there's Anderson. Again, remember Van Gorp at 1,000 points in her illustrious career on the line. If she can make two here, Anna Bonnet to the right wing.
Terpstra has it left corner. Now Avery Baugh, free throw line. Bonnet, turnaround left elbow jumper, off the mark, no good. Reagan Van Wyk grabs the rebound. And now Pella pushing from left to right. Both teams have had the ball once, missed a shot. Now the Lady Dutch try to go inside, and they throw it away. So a Pella turnover gives it back to PC. Baugh, screen from Terpstra. Fires it back to Anna Bonnet, whips it left side. Carly Anderson drives baseline left, double team comes over, out to Allison Van Gorp, who's hounded by two Dutch defenders. Avery Baugh drives to the elbow, kick to Terpstra, right corner three, just off the mark, a little bit too strong. Anna Vanderwall goes in for the rebound. It goes through Terpstra's arms and grabbed by Faith Deers. Pella pushing with Negg in the right corner, looks for Van Wyk, but it's thrown behind her and stolen away by Anderson. Carly Anderson all the way up, blocked out of bounds from behind by Reagan Van Wyk, and it stays PC ball. We played a minute 42, no score.
Well, we're already seeing the key for PC is forcing these turnovers. And Pella has given them two so far, not capitalizing yet, have the Eagles. As Jocelyn Terpstra has it between the circles, here's Baugh. Baugh working to her left for Anderson. Now Bonnet left wing. Pella really segging in on Van Gorp defensively in the corner. Anderson over to Baugh. Baugh thought about a shot, instead dribbles with her left hand. Goes center of the lane. Layup is off the mark. Rebound controlled by Pella.
No score still. 5:45 remaining in the first quarter. And Vanderwall has it for Pella, right side for Reagan Van Wyk. Back to Anna between the circles. Pella setting up their offense with Peterson. Kick out to a wide open Faith Deers. Shot fake and a drive. 10-foot runner is partially blocked by Van Gorp. Rebounded by Deers and out to Vanderwall. Peterson thought about a three. Now Van Wyk triggers left corner. That's too strong. Offensive rebound, Negg. Put back, no. And the defensive rebound comes to Jocelyn Terpstra. The lid still on the bucket nearly 3 minutes into the game for both teams. Bonnet left wing three. That's off the mark. High rebound for Van Wyk again for Pella. Lady Dutch have a 6-3 edge on the glass. Push to Vanderwall, inside to Negg. Shot no good. Rebound Peterson. Foul on Anderson. And Annika Peterson going to the line. There's been a lot of action, Andrew, but nobody has put it through the basket.
Well, it wasn't like it was a 65-64 thriller the first time these teams played. There's very good defenses on both of these teams, and they match up surprisingly well against each other, especially now that PC is largely Van Gorp for their scoring. Pella provides pretty good options in the paint. We haven't seen even Jasmine Amiga yet, who's very quick for her size as well. So yeah, defenses, it shouldn't be shocking. Maybe scoreless is shocking.
Now we finally get the lid off the right basket at least.
Pella Christian down the floor with Avery Baugh. Baugh will hand it off to Emery Agri, just checking in. Now,
good to see Emery back. I've not seen her in a couple of weeks. She played Tuesday against Oski?
She played Saturday a lot against Van Meter as well. She's been dealing with a lot of different injuries really since the end of softball season. Good to see her back in action.
Baugh right wing for PC. Drives to the free throw line. Inside Anna Bonnet. Wide open. Nice pass. Avery Baugh. And Bonnet slipped loose. And PC's got a 2-1 lead. Now up the floor. Vanderwall. Great pass ahead to Madison Nag for 2. Both teams, nice offensive work, and Pella's got a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, that's the best offensive set for both teams so far.
Shot by Baugh is no good, but a great job by Agri sliding in and grabbing the rebound for Pella Christian.
And the issue for Agri, Trevor, is pain management for her. It's not necessarily that she's got a permanent injury. She's just had some issues with growing and all those other kinds of things, and it's just been difficult on her this season.
Now Agri driving on Reagan Van Wyk, circles it back out, trying to pass it inside to Anna Bonnet. Allison Van Gorp hasn't even got a look offensively so far for Pella Christian.
Well, that's a tough double team with Neg and Peterson both on her.
Deep 3 for Baugh, no good. Short rebound, saved from going out of bounds. No, over to the Lady Dutch. Agri gave it a shot but couldn't get there. 3:43 remaining in the first quarter. It is 3-2 Pella. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. We went more than 3 minutes without a point. Annika Peterson's free throw, and then Anna Bonnet and Madison Nag traded baskets, and it's 3-2 Pella. There's a turnover in the third for the Lady Dutch. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Agri opens 17-foot jumper. Yes. Emery Agri knocks it down. That's a long-range 2, and it's 4-3 Eagles.
If PC is going to hit shots like that, it's going to eventually, I think, open some things up for Allison underneath.
Namming at the high post, bounce pass, stolen away. The fourth Pella turnover. And Baugh looking to push. Kick out to Agri. Left-hand dribble for Emery. Into the post, Van Gorp. Namming playing behind her, and we have a whistle and a tie-up. The arrow with Pella Christian. Naminga and Van Gorp were one-on-one. Naminga forced the tie-up as Nag crashed down for the double team.
Nothing is going to come easy for Allison tonight, though. Even if the outside shooters are making their shots, I don't think Coach Garland's going to lose to number 43.
Bonnet in the paint, and we have a bump on Reagan Van Wyk. She's about as aggressive as they come defensively, and Reagan picks up the foul.
Well, as you mentioned, Tauke also on the floor, so both teams now kind of going into what depth they have. If Agri can come back and provide some minutes, she was a solid player on last year's team, and she'll kind of help negate some of the loss of Emma not being able to play.
Baugh triggers it into Bonnet, out between the circles. Right-hand dribble for Bonnet, right side for Baugh. In front of the Pella bench as the Eagles move from right to left, leading 4-3. Baugh, right side, Bonnet now. They just have a straight-up double team with Neg and Naminga in the post on Allison Van Gorp. Right side, Baugh, open for 3, shot fake, pass inside to Allison, off glass and in. Career point number 1,001 for the Pella Christian senior Allison Van Gorp.
And we got the student section that was ready for it, 1,000 points, as Coach Ingbers will call a timeout to celebrate the occasion. How cool for Allison, one of the all-time greats on Eagle Lane.
And now let's look at the game. That's what PC's going to have to do. Good ball movement, shot fake that forced the defense out, got it to Allison, and she still had to make a pretty tough 6-foot bank shot.
Well, and Coach Ingbers has that basketball saved. I think there was some coordination done with Pella. Look at Matt Fouch, how classy of the Dutch to recognize that. I don't think if that's an Oskaloosa girl, Trevor, she gets the shout out from Rich Schulte down there. It's Pella basketball trailing 6-3. They got to get their offense going. 4 turnovers here in the first quarter. Down low to Annika Peterson, who knocks it off the window and in.
So after Van Gorp got career point number 1,000, Pella answers with the Peterson bucket. And the Eagles have it with a 6-5 lead. Avery Baugh. Into the corner for Anna Bonnet. Looking into the post, there's nothing there. Now out high for Agri. Baugh to Bonnet. Left wide open, decides not to shoot. Gives it back to Baugh. Drives down the left side of the lane. Kick out Terpster for 3. That's too strong, no good. And the rebound bounces off of Van Gorp, out of bounds to Pella with 1:35 remaining in quarter number 1. And Pella trailing 6-5.
Well, and Pella, we talk about the lid on the basket. The issue for them so far, as we talked about last possession, possession. They did get it into Annika, which was good news. Has just been getting the ball into the lane and into the paint. They've turned it over several times. Obviously, Pella Christian enjoying the lead here early. Pella needs to get some more coordinated offense here and find a way to get some of these players scoring.
Here's Reagan Van Wyk, spin move over Van Gorp, no good, but Jasmine Naminga flying in for the Pella rebound. Out to Kylie Talkie at the top of the key, left side Deers, bounce pass to Van Wyk in the corner. Reagan with a right-hand dribble up towards the top of the key, swings it right side to Talkie, into the corner for Deers, drives on the baseline, bounce pass to Naminga, up off glass, and in! Jasmine Naminga gives Pella a 1-point lead, 7-6, with 48 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, and that's, I think, got to be where Pella starts and then eventually tries to draw the Eagles out defensively, or in some case open some shots outside if they want to pull away.
Ball looking for Van Gorp, double team now, a triple team collapses down, out to Egri, extra pass Terpstra, drives around Deers, kick out Bonnet, long 2 or a 3, not sure, but it's no good, and Naminga has the rebound for Pella. 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Naminga picks up her dribble, gives it off to Talkie into the front court. Now Deers thought about a deep 3, skip pass to Talkie on the right wing. She'll let it fly. That's off the mark, no good. And Allison Van Gorp goes up for the rebound. They'll give Allison credit for the rebound as a foul is called on Reagan Van Wyk. That is her second on Pella with 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and Pella leading 7-6.
Well, and let's see what the Eagles have drawn up here, because you know that Pella is going to take away Allison underneath. 1,000 points or no, they're going to make sure she doesn't get too many more in this ball game. I think from this point on, it's a matter of, are they going to maybe take another one of those open threes? How quickly can they get the ball down the floor, especially with Claire Vandermolen now checking in. Bonnet will dribble over the timeline.
And we're down to 4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bonnet into the corner. Anderson doesn't realize it, and Pella Christian does not get a shot away. At the end of the first quarter, it's Pella 7. And Pella
Construction is on your mind for next year. Now is the time to start the planning process called Mid-Iowa Painters and Construction today. Jamie Holmes will come and meet with you to discuss your plans that you have in mind, discuss options, work with you on design ideas. Mid-Iowa Painters and Construction workers with many companies to ensure only quality materials at the best prices. Shortcuts are not allowed with Mid-Iowa Painters and Construction. Now is the time to start planning your new construction for next spring, and Mid-Iowa Painters and Construction is the name to remember to make planning and building easy and affordable. Call 641-891-7079. 891-7079. Mid-Iowa Painters and Construction.
Trevor Castle, Andrew Schneider back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth as Claire Vandermolen starts the second quarter with a bank shot 3 from the top of the key, and it's a 9-7 lead for Pella Christian. The Lady Dutch had missed a shot on their opening possession. Now they turn it over for the 5th time, and it's a drive by Jocelyn Terpstra off glass and in, and the Eagles have opened up a 2-possession lead early in the second quarter.
Well, and this is that, I don't want to say danger zone. There's a ton of time left in this game, but obviously Pella playing from behind is not going to be able to do the things they want to offensively, and they're going to have to take a few more 3-point shots. PC, credit them, as they relearn the offense without Emma. This has been their best performance to date so far since that Norwalk game, and they're doing a nice job of scoring outside of Van Gorp.
And now the Lady Dutch have the ball. They trail by 5 after Terpstra made the free throw.
Here's Deers, left wing 3, banks it in. Faith Deers knocks it in, and that's a big answer for the Lady Dutch.
Here's the bank is open here in quarter number 2.
The backboard has been friendly.
Vandermolen for PC, and now Deers for Pella, and there's a shot that rims out, no good for Bonnet. Talkie gets the rebound, pushes for Pella. Deers almost lost the handle on it, and then she throws it over Peterson's head and into the Pella Christian bench. Andrew, here's an early stat for you. It's 12-10 PC. Pella, 6 turnovers. Pella Christian, none.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic for PC, but credit them. And that's the one thing I love about Coach Ingbers is, you might see something on Tuesday night. They couldn't get the ball in edgewise, but they are being so much more aggressive. There's a block shot for Pella. Rebound loose to Pella. It will stay with the Lady Dutch here out of bounds. But, the adjustment here tonight is the girls are more intentional about their passes. And I think he told them, take the shots if they're open. They were not doing that Tuesday against Oski.
Our score is Pella Christian 12, Pella 10. 6 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Faith Deers passed up an open 3-pointer. Now Vanderwall back to Deers, drives around Baugh, gets into 10 feet, puts up a shot, knocks it down, and we're tied at 12 as Faith Deers has scored 5 in a row.
Well, and it's a little inside-out here game for Pella as they've gotten themselves back into this. No panic here for the Lady Dutch. This game went back and forth the first time they played, and we're getting a little taste of that here, albeit with less scoring in the first half in round 2.
12-12 game, about 2 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bonnet looking up top for Anderson, swings it to Baugh, fires out a three. Baugh knocks it down. And credit to Brad Ingbers and his staff. They knew what the game plan for Pella was going to be, and he's got his other players prepared to shoot, and that time Baugh knocked it down just like Vandermolen did earlier in the quarter.
Well, and even if you're a 1 of 8 shooter percentage-wise, you still make 1 out of every 8, and if you're not taking the shot, you can't make it.
Vanderwall for the answer, no good for 3 for Pella, and she gets her long rebound out past the three-point line. It's a 13, make that 14-6 rebounding edge for Pella, and that one's knocked away by Bonnet out of bounds. So the turnovers and rebounds are both lopsided, but they kind of cancel each other out. Pella, a big rebounding edge, and PC, a huge edge in the turnovers. 15-12, Pella down with the ball with 5:10 to go here in the second quarter. Mia Warner into the game. It's in the corner right now for Madison Nag. Out to Deers on the left baseline. Now Naminga inside. Puts up a shot over 2 defenders. Off glass and in for Jasmine Naminga. Pella trims the lead to 1.
Well, and that has been such a bigger key for this Pella team in the second portion of the season is, yeah, they're losing some games, but girls like Anna, girls like Jasmine have really stepped up offensively and have become more consistent threats and taken some of that burden off of Madison to have to carry the load.
Van Gorp through a double team, maybe traveled, not called. Rebound by Naminga off the miss. And then up ahead, Nag is fouled by Anna Bonnet. That's the second PC foul. And it comes with 4:33 remaining here in the second quarter.
So we'll see if PC continues this kind of zone defense here or if the Lady Dutch can kind of shoot their way out of it.
Nag to Deers on the left wing. Screen from Nag. Deers goes the other way. Kicks it back out to Nag for 3. Too strong, no good. Nice rebound, Naminga. That's already her 4th of the game. It leads to a Vanderwall 3 that's no good. Nag goes up for the rebound and then has it ripped away by Anderson for another Pella turnover. Baugh with the ball for PC and a 15-14 Eagle lead with 4:10 to go in the second quarter.
Well, Trevor, all but one of the PC turnovers they forced have been steals. There's an air ball for Avery Ball out of bounds to Pella. So it's not just been a throwaway out of bounds, Trevor.
Right.
Credit the PC defense. They're in the passing lanes right now, and we get a Pella High V timeout.
Well, that'll give us an opportunity to take care of a couple of orders of business. One is tonight's
playing the game they want to right now.
Tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal. When your team needs creative ideas, call the team at Brand Appeal, your creative agency for all of your print, web, video, or interactive needs. Brand Appeal is relentless for you. Pella ball with some Pella Christian pressure. They almost turned it over for the 8th time. Triple team Naminga has it knocked away and stolen away. Got to recognize that there's an extra defender coming down and get the ball out of your hands. 15-14, Pella Christian leads with 3:29 remaining in the second quarter. Agri's three-pointer is no good, and the rebound bounces around. We've got a whistle and a foul on Allison Van Gorp as Nag is knocked to the deck. Just her first foul, and it'll be Pella basketball. You won't be hearing this chime very much through the girls' game, at least. No Stravers Cellular Instant Radio updates. We've got no other games until later tonight when Knoxville takes on Bondurant Farrar in boys basketball action. Nag being double-teamed on the left elbow, drives and bounces it to Faith Deers, who fires a deep right wing 3. Splashdown. Faith Deers, she has got 7 in the quarter, and Pella has a 17-15 lead.
Oh, that's another huge three-pointer, her second of the quarter so far. And if she gets going, it changes so much for Pella on offense.
And congratulations to Deborah Lamney of New Sharon. Deborah, you've won 50 cents on your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card. That's up to $10 in free gas. Folks, make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee and register for your chance to win during our next broadcast. That'd be tomorrow night. Knoxville Pella in the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Radio 3-point challenge. Allison Van Gorp turns it over on a post-move travel. That is the first Pella Christian turnover of this game. Now Pella's got it with a 2-point lead. Skip pass to that is Childerson into the game for the first time. Her pass stolen by Bonnet, run out layup good.
That's what Anna Bonnet does at her best. Is she is so pesky. She has no fouls right now, so she's in no foul trouble. She can be super aggressive, and when she is on, she is one of the better on-ball defenders in the Little Hawkeye Conference.
17-17, it's Pella ball. Childerson for three. That's off the mark, no good, and rebounded by Anderson.
Tied at 17 all here. The Eagles, another big offensive possession if they can cash in and capitalize on this big turnover margin they have so far.
Oh, Egri thought about a three, but Deers was right in her face. And now Baugh driving around the top of the key, gets a screen. Now Egri has it in front of the Pella bench. Baugh in the corner, back to Egri. Fires a right wing three. That's short, may have been partially blocked. Rebound off of Van Gorp, out of bounds to Pella.
Yeah, that was well contested at the edge there, and nice aggressive move by Anna. Even if she didn't block it, she redirected it enough, made it short. Then Pella Christian wasn't sure and had to go chase the rebound down. They would have anyway, but then that time they definitely had to, unsure of where that ball was going to go, and back over to Pella ball. Chance to take the lead.
In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. Earlier tonight, Allison Van Gorp scored career point number 1,000. She has one bucket tonight. She came in at 999. She's at 1,001, and we're in a 17-17 game, late first half. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
A missed shot by Pella, rebound by Bonnet for PC, then they turn it over. We've got Reagan Van Wyk open on the left wing, drives onto the left baseline, circles back out to the top of the key, fires it into the corner. Now post pass for Naminga, up and around Van Gorp. No, kick out pass tip, nearly knocked away and stolen, but Pella reclaims it with 45 seconds to go in a low-scoring tie game, 17 all, late first half. Vanderwall drives, was looking for Peterson, miscommunication, another Pella turnover, and the Eagles with the arrow and the ball, 30 seconds left, first half. Anderson for three, that's off the mark, no, and Naminga was there for the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Terpstra, and it is Pella basketball with 28 seconds to go in the half.
Possession arrow will favor PC, so Pella would like to do something with this opportunity down the floor. The question is, well, where are they going to get the offense? Are they going to try and hold for a three-point shot? Or are they going to try and get some motion in the lane and move Van Gorp back and forth? We'll see.
It's Vanderwall at the top of the key, left side to Talkie, into the post. Nag working on Van Gorp, left hand block shot, and then Nag is laying out of bounds when she touches it, so PC has the ball with 12 seconds remaining.
Well, and I don't like that opportunity or that move by Nag. That's just, I think, getting a little ahead of herself there. Van Gorp was in perfect position, and credit Allison for giving PC a chance here.
Baugh drives and kicks. Anderson for three, no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds to Pella, and at the end of the first half, it's Pella 17, Pella Christian 17. We'll be back for our Central Tire and Auto rate. We've got 16 minutes of regulation remaining in the girls' game. Whistled in, and here we go. PC ball left to right with Anna Bonnet into the front court. High screen from Avery Baugh, drives to the elbow, kick out to Terpstra for three. Boom! Jocelyn Terpstra on a design play to start the third quarter gives Pella Christian a 3-point lead.
I think PC's in this game as long as they keep doing that. They keep answering, and not only that, the pressure's been on Pella most of this game. You know, it's been at close margins, Trevor, but it's either been tied or a PC lead for the vast majority of the first 16 minutes.
And it's 20-17 now. Pella Christian has the advantage. Pella gets it down low to Peterson. Up top to Anna Vanderwall. Drive onto the baseline for Peterson. Kick out to Vanderwall out high. Extra pass to Deers into the corner. Back to Anna with Anna Bonnet guarding closely. Knocked it away but couldn't come up with the turnover. And now Vanderwall left side for Faith Deers. Drives around Anderson. Tried to bounce it inside, and it's stolen by Avery Baugh. Here comes PC up by three with the ball. Bonnet up high. Fires right side to Terpstra. She's got 6 points tonight to lead the Eagles. Faith Deers with 8 to lead the Lady Dutch. Terpstra and Baugh playing catch on the left side of the floor with Pella Christian moving from left to right. Here's Baugh to Anderson, looking inside. There's nothing there. Now Bonnet has it, catches it on her shoulder. Out to Terpstra for 3 more. Yes! Jocelyn Terpstra has buried 2 early third-quarter three-pointers. Faith Deers to answer one of them. No good. Long rebound. Reagan Van Wyk for Pella. They continue to control the glass, especially on those long rebounds. And now a little nickel and dimer on Bonnet. Her second foul reaching in on Vanderwall.
Well, and her second foul is not a bad place for her to be. She can still be pretty aggressive here, but she does that once or twice a game. She'll pick up one of those fouls that maybe she shouldn't. That maybe wasn't the scenario, but I think the strategy so far has been more of the same. PC is at 2 big threes, though. A 6-point margin in this low scoring of a game could be disaster if Pella cannot answer here soon.
Deers to Vanderwall, guarded by Terpstra now, and Anna tried to drive around Terpstra, had it kind of held to her waist. Could have been a travel, not called.
Could have also been an offensive foul. She extended the arm on Terpstra.
Now Deers with Bonnet defending, up to Vanderwall between the rings. Pella from right to left in their white jerseys with the green lettering, numerals, and trim. Now a drive by Van Wyk, gets bumped by Anderson, flips it up from her waist, knocks it in, and's going to the line for an and one.
Oh, and that's a huge answer. Van Wyk, of course, is a terrific free throw shooter. She's one of the better in the conference at 73%, 38 of 52, and that's just her aggressiveness. Anderson just in the wrong position, and then, of course, a little bit of luck to get that one to fall in.
Free throw is no good, and Allison Van Gorp, Andrew, that's just her second rebound of the game. She is a double-double machine. Pella Christian's played 20 games. I bet she has 14 double-doubles this year. And now Pella comes away with a steal. Here's Anna Vanderwall, coast-to-coast left-hand layup good, and Pella's trimmed the lead to 23-21.
Well, and that's where PC gets into trouble. They were unsure on that possession of where they wanted to go on the perimeter. Pella is extending their defense just a little bit more, which could open things up for Van Gorp.
Deep three for Avery Baugh. No. Bonnet fighting for the rebound. Deers is there, and a push is called on Bonnet. That is her third foul. And it's Pella basketball. That's a big one, Andrew. There's still a lot of time left in the game, and as aggressive as Bonnet plays, Brad Engbers can't risk keeping her on the floor to get her fourth.
Yeah, and another unnecessary foul there. And I get that you're aggressive, and I've said that about Anna all year. That's her biggest problem she has, is that she'll get fouls and not slow herself down. She did not need to get that one. Pella was going to get that rebound.
Now her pass into the lane for Peterson was tipped by Terpstra, almost stolen, but Peterson comes up with it rather. Now Van Wyk onto the baseline, bounce pass Neg, spin move, drives down the left side of the lane, shot no good, rebounded by Allison Van Gorp. Neg, frustrated, has only scored 2 points tonight. In fact, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic, both teams' leading scorers have only scored 2 points tonight. Madison Neg for Pella, Allison Van Gorp for Pella Christian, and the Eagles have a 23-21 lead. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Neg for 3 on cue. Boom! Madison Neg. Pella reclaims the advantage, 24-23.
Got where she was uncomfortable, about 10 feet out of the rim, and all of a sudden it's a 6-0 run from the Eagles, matched by a 7-0 Lady Dutch run.
I've been mentioning that Knoxville boys game coming up later tonight. We do have one other game we'll be following tonight on the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. It's playoff basketball starting tonight. Melcher Dallas is at Martinsdale St. Mary's, and Alex Cook is there. He'll be providing updates for us on the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank. With offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas, they're serving you and building community across the county. The 3 parade continues here in the third quarter for Pella Christian as Carly Anderson buries one, and Pella Christian back up by 2, 26-24. Now Van Wyk onto the baseline for Peterson. Got to be very careful. Almost stepped out of bounds. Up to Vanderwall. 3-pointer from the top of the key. Off to the right, no good. Peterson can't chase down the rebound. It goes out of bounds and over to PC.
Well, that was another interesting sequence there on offense, and boy, Peterson was awfully close to having her foot in line. The official down there has got the best view, but again, I think a kind of empty possession there for the Lady Dutch, not being able to execute, and now PC with a chance to kind of pull away.
26-24, Pella Christian. The Eagles scored the first 6 points of the third quarter after a 17-all halftime tie. Then Pella the next 7, and Pella Christian misses a 3 there. Van Gorp the rebound, no good. Van Gorp another rebound, and back up and in. Allison Van Gorp making it happen with the second and third chance opportunity. The Eagles lead by 4.
Well, you talk about her being a double-double machine. She does it quickly often in games.
Now a missed 3 by Pella. Rebound being battled for by Neg and Egri. And the arrow is with Pella on the held ball.
So 28-24 PC. We'll see what the Eagles have cooking here. By the way, just Elvis has entered the building. I think if he would have come in on this side, Greg Ebeling's over here. He might be able to crowd surf if he calls off school tomorrow. So we'll see how far he wants to go. Yeah, we got the late start. Let's see if you want more.
Oh, here's Nag driving down the left side of the lane. Gets blocked by Van Gorp and rebounded by Van Gorp.
Well, Van Gorp's getting to the rebound total quickly. She's up to 6 now in the game. We'll see if her offense can allow PC to take control of this one.
Terpstra 16-foot jumper from the left side, no good. Namminga had the rebound, and Egri went crashing in, knocked Namminga in the chin, and commits the foul.
Well, and for PC, they've got to fight like that, and you're going to get some fouls, I think, at this point, just the way that Pella has intentionally focused on Van Gorp and boxed out.
Whistle and a Pella Hy-Vee timeout on the floor. You're listening to Pella and Pella Christian Basketball. Update Thursday. You've got a lot of basketball to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
I think we're okay with that.
2:40 to go here in the third quarter. Pella Christian 28, Pella High 24. Lady Dutch have the ball coming out of a Pella Hy-Vee timeout from right to left with Anna Vanderwall. Right side for Kylie Talkie. Skip pass Madison Neg. Drives to the free throw line. Bounce pass out. And Talkie looking for somebody to get it to. Finds Vanderwall. Namming with the screen. Talkie driving right around Agri into a triple team. Out to Vanderwall. Extra pass Neg. Left corner 3. Short. Front of the rim. Namminga had a chance at the rebound and Van Gorp grabs it. That is her 6th rebound of the quarter after starting the first half with just 1 rebound. She still only scored 4 points, but her team is up by 4, 28-24.
And if she scores 6 or 8 tonight and they end up winning this game, she'll be the happiest person in the gym.
Anna Bonnet. Left-hand dribble to the elbow. Kick out to Terpstra. Now top of the key, Egri. Anderson inside to Van Gorp. Nice quick hands by Madison Neg to jump in front of that ball and force the turnover. It's the 4th Eagle turnover of the night. Talkie on the other end almost gives it back as Bonnet tried to rip it away. Bounce pass to Namminga. She's double-teamed and fouled. I believe Jocelyn Terpstra called with her first.
Well, and credit PC, they are not going to sit there and let Pella get anything easy on offense. I thought Anderson forced that pass in the last possession. Credit Neg for jumping in front of it, but you can't force it into Van Gorp no matter how much you try.
Great pass from Vanderwall to Neg. A well-drawn-up inbounds play for Pella, and Neg with the layup to cut the lead in half, 28-26.
Well, here comes some pressure.
Bonnet into the front court for Terpstra. Driving in, Deers back defensively, out to Bonnet. Now Van Gorp at the top of the key. Snaps a pass to Anderson, left corner 3, too strong. Terpstra there for a weak side rebound. Wow, foul is called.
It was all ball for Namminga.
It was all ball. They may have died. I don't see that, Andrew. You are absolutely right. Namminga was straight up. She's got the size on Terpstra and 2 hands all on the ball. First free throw, good.
Well, and that's a potentially game-changing rebound where Pella got it back to within 1 possession. Now 2 shots here for Terpstra, who's been good as of late at the foul line. In fact, 62% on the season. That changes a game in this kind of a scenario. And Jasmine was in perfect position, and she got called with a bad whistle.
And the second free throw is no good. Namminga gets her 6th rebound. That's a team best for Pella. Lady Dutch trail by 3. Bonnet comes away with the steal. Coast to coast, Bonnet lays it in, and it's a 5-point lead for PC.
One thing about Anna Bonnet, she could have 3 or 4 fouls. She never gives up on a play.
And she dives after another one there and knocks it out of bounds. 31-26, Pella Christian, a 5-point lead. They've outscored the Lady Dutch 14-9 here in the third quarter after the 2 teams were tied at 17 at halftime. Kylie Talkie has it right side for Annika Peterson. Namminga, Neg, and Van Wyk also on the floor for Pella. Namminga at the high post, shovels it off to Peterson, drives into the lane, bounce pass Van Wyk, up, under, and in. Reagan Van Wyk for 2, and it's a 3-point lead for Pella Christian.
Back and forth we go again. These two teams just seem to want to play each other snug. Neither team has led, I think, by 4 in this game outside of PC with those couple of three-pointers to start the half.
Talkie almost got a steal for Pella, knocks it out of the hands of Claire Vandermolen, but it's out of bounds, stays with the Eagles. And right now, Pella Christian up 3 with the ball and the arrow to start the fourth quarter.
And in that first matchup, Trevor, I think there was one point where Pella was up by 7 in that game, and then at the end, PC won by 5. They just go back and forth with these two teams. It's been close basically all the 2 games we've seen so far.
Inside to Van Gorp, left hand, too strong. No, nice defense by Naminga and seals off the rebound. Pella's got it with 11 seconds remaining. Top of the key, Peterson. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. Van Wyk for 3. Boom! Reagan Van Wyk has scored 7 in the quarter, and at the end of 3, we're back all square. Pella 30. Back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We are live on 92.1 KRLS. Trevor Castle and Andrew Schneider with you. And it's a 31-31 game. It was a 1-point game at the end of the first quarter, and we've been tied at the end of the second and the third quarters. There's a missed shot by PC. A Mia Warner rebound. A Madison Nag run out. And Nag now has 9 to lead the Lady Dutch. And Andrew, they've come back to take a 2-point lead. As you said, back and forth we go.
Well, it was a 6-0 run for the Eagles to open on a couple of threes by Terpstra, who's open in the corner again.
Short off the front of the rim. 2 Pella players go for the rebound. It's loose on the floor. And Nag and Terpstra are both there. It is eventually... We get a foul on Madison diving in. Yeah, Nag called for the foul. And so it's PC ball.
I'm not sure how she got the foul, but, it was a 6-0 run on those couple of three-pointers. Pella answered, to their credit, went 7-0, and then both teams just traded buckets the rest of the way. And now Pella's on a little 5-0 run, and they've got the lead back.
33-31, Lady Dutch. 7:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Here's one that might send you to the record books, Andrew. When's the last time Pella Christian swept Pella in girls basketball? Terpstra drive and a bucket. She's got a dozen to lead all scorers, and we're tied at 33.
We'll do some research here. It's been a while.
I would imagine it's been a long while. And now a little nickel and dimer. Anna Bonnet. That is a silly foul reaching in on Kylie Talkie.
And that's her 4th.
Yeah.
And that's a really tough foul. And again, that's the issue with Anna and how she plays, is you're going to get the aggressiveness. It's going to turn into runouts and layups, and you're also going to get her in a lot of foul trouble. And it just at this point in the season, she's probably not going to get better at that little knick-knack foul. And honestly, you like the aggressiveness for the most part, but that's costly for PC.
Van Wyk misses a shot inside, but she's bumped by Allison Van Gorp. Case in point, a lot of things went wrong. I did the game last Friday at Newton. That was a very winnable game for Pella Christian, but Anna Bonnet just wasn't on the floor very much in the second half. She eventually fouled out. Reagan Van Wyk's first free throw is good.
Well, Pella leads the all-time series in the varsity-bound era 22-5, so we knew that coming in.
Yep.
So the opportunity for an Eagle sweep, it'd have to be a long time.
And the second free throw also good by Van Wyk. Pella trying to make that a moot point and have you stop digging, Andrew. If they can win, they'd split the season series with their crosstown rivals. And right now they lead 35-33, but it's an Anderson 3 from the left corner. And Pella Christian reclaims a 36-35 advantage.
That's a huge shot for PC. As long as they keep making threes like that, it's going to be a game because Van Gorp's been taken out of the game.
Nag for 3, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. The rebounding gap closed a little bit at the end of the third quarter. It was a 28-17 edge for Pella. PC out-rebounded him 8-6 in the third quarter. Anderson, another 3. That's off the mark from the left corner. Rebounded by Anna Vanderwall for Pella. Lady Dutch down by 1 with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Talkie lobs it inside to Nag. Over Van Gorp. No. Rebound fought for. Van Wyk had it, and it's grabbed by Carly Anderson as Reagan lost control. Ball looks to push. Pella Christian up by 1. Terpstra to Baugh. Looking left side, nobody there. Baugh goes out to Van Manen. Into the corner. Anderson inside Van Gorp. Through a double team. Draws a foul. Nag and Peterson are both there, and Allison Van Gorp going to the line for 2.
Allison was 7 of 8 from the foul line Tuesday against Oskaloosa, really improving her average. She'll need that to continue here if PC's going to end up stealing another one here on the road.
Pella Christian is 2 of 3 at the free throw line in tonight's game and make it 2 of 4 as Van Gorp's first rims comes out no good.
Your last Pella Christian sweep was when the Eagles went to the state tournament in 2013.
Okay.
So it was on January 4th and the 29th of 2013. The Eagles largely dominated those games, a 15-point win and a 12-point win that season. And since then, it's been largely all Pella.
And Van Gorp makes the second free throw, so this would be the first sweep in 8 years for the Eagles. And they've got a 2-point lead, 37-35. Deers drives around Anderson. Bounce pass. It was right off the foot of Egri. Not sure where she was trying to go with that ball as it's stolen away. Pella's 13th turnover. Just their third turnover of this second half. But every one of them is critical now as they trail by 2 with just over 5 minutes remaining. And we have a whistle and a Pella Hy-Vee timeout called by Eagle coach Brad Eng.
A ton of three-point shooting or a lot of dynamic players. They require a lot in the half-court sets. PC, this is a big possession.
37-35. Pella Christian leads by 2 out of the Pella Hy-Vee timeout. 5:12 remaining in the ball game. Terpstra around a Baugh screen. Egri on the right wing. That's Vanderwall defending. Now Baugh into the corner for Anderson. Pass inside to Van Gorp. Wheels around over Namming. A shot no good. And Regan Van Wyk grabs the rebound. They got Van Gorp single team, but Jasmine's straight up defense forced the miss. Now Pella down by 2 with the rock with 4:52 to go. Van Wyk has it. Now Vanderwall between the rings against this PC 2-3 zone defense. Deers with a screen from Peterson. Out to Vanderwall. Into the corner for Naminga. Jasmine, whistle, and an offensive foul on Peterson, knocking over Allison Van Gorp. That's Peterson's second foul and Pella's 14th turnover.
Oh, that is a tough one. Off the ball, no less, too. I'm not sure if Annika just got tied up with Allison or whatever happened, and all of a sudden Allison hits the deck. The official was watching it in the lane anyway, and that's a critical turnover if PC can cash in as we approach halfway through this fourth quarter.
Pella Christian 37, Pella 35. Terpstra to Egri, loose ball. Baugh picks it up. She throws it back in bounds. Vanderwall grabs it, goes in, lays it in, draws a foul on Terpstra. It's an and one opportunity in a 37-all game.
Well, and you credit Anna Vanderwall, but what a mental miscue there by the Eagles on the perimeter. All they needed to do was either get the ball inbounds. If you can't get to it at that point, tip it out. It's a fatal flaw there for Avery Ball to throw that one away. That's where the Anna Bonnet foul trouble gets you into that situation. I think Avery not in the game in that play. That's a huge turnover, and credit Anna for finishing the play with Jocelyn hanging on her arm.
And the free throw is good for Vanderwall, and on a 3-point play by Pella, the Lady Dutch have reclaimed a lead, 38-37. Not keeping track of this stat, Andrew, but that's got to be our 8th or 10th lead change of this game easily.
Yeah, I wish I was. I normally do, but kind of got caught up there early in the game and what was happening. You're right. It's been back and forth.
Double team on Egri. Now Bonnet. This is really ball-hawking defense by Pella, and it's a steal by Faith Deers. 1-on-2. Deers draws a foul on the floor before she could go up for the shot, but it is still free throws coming for the Lady Dutch. It's a 1-and-1 opportunity for Deers.
Yeah, and this is a critical juncture now all of a sudden for the Eagles. And unfortunately, I think the wind, by that one turnover, Trevor, it feels like the wind is all of a sudden out of PC sails here, and Pella has new life.
Free throw is no good, and Van Gorp gobbles up the rebound for Pella Christian. And then a turnover. That is 3 straight possessions with a turnover. Nag drives inside. She lost it, and the turnover gives it right back to Pella Christian. And we've got a whistle and a Pella Hy-Vee timeout on the floor. 3 minutes and
what will be a fun postseason, we hope, for both of these teams, and a fun way to end what has been a wild ride in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Eagles ball underneath the Pella hoop.
Terpstra has it. Bounce pass out to Egri. And now Carly Anderson.
Pella again extending that defense here.
Oh, Bonnet just threw it through the hands of Carly Anderson. That is a total unforced error on PC.
And all of a sudden, and again, it's subtle what Pella's doing, Trevor. All of a sudden, they're willing to pull out a little bit more, and now they're daring the Eagles guards to win this game by either getting the open pass or one-on-one pass to Van Gorp, or just keep the ball alive.
Madison Nag has it on the right elbow. Left side for Regan Van Wyk. 3:15 to go in the game. Pella leads 38-37. Now Van Wyk to the free throw line for Nag. Drives to the elbow. Kick out to Vanderwall. Skip past Regan Van Wyk onto the left elbow. and a bounce pass out to Vanderwall, and Pella will reset.
Well, Bonnet nearly maybe should have got her 5th foul as she shook her head.
Van Wyk for 3, just off the mark, no good. Terpstra there for the rebound. She has it and draws a foul on Pella.
The 15th foul. And that's on Faith. And I'm surprised the officials, it hit off the backboard and then went to the baseline, so I'm surprised Pella Christian didn't get it anyway. Here's Bonnet on their half of the floor trying to get things going over the half-court line.
Tipped by Pella, but loose and picked up. Eagles better hurry. 10-second count is on. They get it into the front court for Terpstra, and she nearly travels. Double dribble. Andrew, Pella Christian had 4 turnovers coming into this quarter. They have 5 in the fourth quarter. They're kind of self-imploding on offense.
Yeah, and I think all of a sudden Pella, it's very subtle what they're doing defensively, but they're taking that extra step out now. Earlier in the game in that zone, they're kind of sagging back, making sure Allison can't get to it. In this case, they're jumping the passing lanes. They're putting their body on these players who do not have a ton of experience handling the ball.
2:22 to go in the game, 38-37. Pella with the lead, and Reagan Van Wyk with the ball. Pass to Faith Deers into the free throw lane for Nag. Bounce pass out. Vanderwall wide open 3. No good. Long rebound through the hand of Deers. She tracks it down in front of the Pella High student section, and it's an extra possession for the Lady Dutch.
Well, that's huge because if that goes out of bounds, it gives PC at least another chance, and now more time off the clock.
Reagan Van Wyk has it in the right corner. Now dribbles it back out towards the top of the key with 1:52 to go. It's a double bonus situation for Pella as the Eagles have committed 9 fouls so far. Vanderwall drives, pass tipped out of bounds by Bonnet, and it stays with the Lady Dutch with 1:42 to go in the game. 38-37 Pella.
This is where the 4 fouls kills Anna Bonnet because she realizes if she goes for a steal here, Trevor, it could be the end of her night, and they need her on the floor. If she has 3 fouls, you have at least 1 to give here where you can just jump in, try to get a pass. She can't do that as well here in this scenario.
Talkie, Vanderwall, Nag, Van Wyk, and Deers on the floor for Pella. Terpstra, Van Gorp, Anderson, Bonnet, and Egri on the floor for Pella Christian. Talkie a drive and a kick out to Deers in the left corner. Guarded by Terpstra. Pass to Talkie with Bonnet defending. Now Talkie right side to Vanderwall. Onto the baseline for Van Wyk. Kick out to Deers. Left corner 3. Boom! Faith Deers for 3. And Pella with a 2-possession lead. 41-37, 1:11 to go in the game.
Well, on the way, we're getting close to that point.
Yeah.
And in a 4-possession game where offense is really at a premium, this is an opportunity here for Pella to ice it.
And PC's got to realize you don't have to just run down and jack up a quick 3-pointer. There is time left in the game, but you got to be a little, impatiently patient or patiently impatient here for a good shot. Egri, top of the key, Anderson. Back to Egri. She'll fire a 3. It's blocked by Deers, and they call a foul on Deers. One official was ready to let it go as a block. The other whistles the foul, and it's 3 free throws coming up for Emory. Egri with the clock stopped with 52 seconds to go.
The student section objects, but I agree. You could hear the contact from Deers on that play, and she knew it. Let's see if Egri can come up big.
First free throw, yes.
Well, that's a huge one because now it's 1 possession.
And if I'm PC and Brad Engbers, regardless of the outcome of these free throws, I'm extending this game as long as I possibly can, Andrew. Second free throw rattles around, hangs on the front of the rim and drops. And by that, I mean I'm starting to foul almost right away. Go for the turnover. If you don't get it, be willing to give the foul and let's lengthen this game out. Third free throw, yes. Egri makes all 3 free throws, and Pella Christian pulls back within 1 at 41-40. Now Nag for the Little Dutch. Gets it to Deers into the front court. Pella from right to left with a 1-point lead, 41-40 in the regular season finale. Now Reagan Van Wyk out to Vanderwall. Bonnet defending there. Egri stops out on her. 35 seconds to go. Now PC doesn't look like they're going with my strategy here, Andrew. We burned 25 seconds off this clock here, and we're down under 30 seconds to go. Nag eventually fouled by Egri.
So 1 and 1 coming for Madison.
2, double bonus.
Double bonus, excuse me. Well, but that's where Deer's foul, regardless, Trevor gave Pella Christian, I think, that option.
Yep.
Because it made it a 1-point game. And now Pella has to make 2 and hope PC doesn't get one.
First free throw by Neg is good. Madison is a really good free throw shooter. That's her first attempt tonight, and she knocks it down.
Gets her into double figures as well. Or not quite.
42-40.
Well, it should put her in double figures.
Yep, she's got 10. Second one, that's strong, no good. Van Gorp gets the rebound, and PC has it down by 2. And Brad Engbers with a Pella Hy-Vee timeout with the score. Pella Christian header tonight between Pella and Pella Christian, and the Lady Dutch have a 42-40 lead with 20 seconds remaining. Trevor Castle, Andrew Schneider with you for the duration. And we have a moving screen called on Carly Anderson out of the timeout. That is a turnover on Pella Christian, and it gives the Lady Dutch the ball back up 2.
That's the right call.
And it's the 6th turnover of the quarter on PC. And now Jared Garland wants a Pella Hy-Vee timeout of his own.
Well, and that's...
With this...
And, unfortunately in this case, she made the wrong move. She tried to step herself into the Pella player, and this could do the game.
Yeah, and now it's at the point as there's an inbounds to Anna Vanderwall, and Agri commits her 4th foul. It's really at the point where if Pella knocks down their free throws, this game's over. 15.8 to go, 42-40. I mean... really, the hope is they miss free throws, but if Pella makes 2 here, PC'd have to hit a 3. Pella makes 2 more, the Eagles would have to hit another 3, and there's only 16 seconds left in the game. First one by Vanderwall, no good. So if the Eagles can get a rebound on a miss, or even if Vanderwall makes it, still life for PC with 16 seconds to go in the game.
Pella has missed 6 free throws tonight. They have not been very strong on the line.
Second one coming from Vanderwall. Also no good. Namming an offensive rebound, and the putback is no good. Rebounded by Van Gorp. 9 seconds to go. Pella Hy-Vee timeout, Brad Engbers. So Andrew and Jasmine Naminga there, maybe with a little more experience, would have pulled that ball back out instead of putting it back up on the putback. They put 9.2 seconds on the clock. Pella Christian down by 2. Agri throws it into Bonnet. It's stolen by Vanderwall, and now Vanderwall is fouled with 4.7 seconds remaining. Another turnover by the Eagles. They barely get the ball in bounds.
Agri missed a wide open Carly Anderson underneath the hoop. There was no one around her to tie the game, and what a miscue by the Eagles again in this scenario. And here we go again. This time, though, the Eagles do not have a turnover or a timeout, I believe, to draw up a play.
And there's only 4.7 seconds remaining. Anna Vanderwall at the line for 2 shots. Vanderwall's first free throw is good. 4.7 seconds remaining, 43-40 Pella. Second free throw coming from Anna Vanderwall. If she makes it, this would ice the game. And it is good. Pella 44, Pella Christian 40. Long inbounds to Van Gorp. She heaves one up. The toilet bowls out. Agri the rebound. The shot no good. And